everyone, this is Ranger Rob from the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. I hope you're having a sparkling day like we are here in Central Oregon. It's a beautiful day. It's a warm day. And yes, I did some Traeger cooking last night. And chicken wings again. It's whenever I need to bribe my wife to do something, like I said, well, I'll make you chicken wings if you make the salad. She's like, deal. So I worked well. I still helped out with the salad. So guys, I've had a busy morning. Every morning I have to load the radio stations. It's Good Talk Radio and Good Music Radio. What happens is I have files sent to me from several either DJs or radio shows or podcasts, and they get loaded on the radio station for the week that people are listening to stuff, and sometimes they're daily, so I got to do that every day. And I also realized I created the new Ranger Rob Country Living podcast, and I needed to get episode 4 done, so I did that this morning, and I'm uploading it. It'll come out Wednesday morning, and it's an hour show. It's audio, but there's a video version of it too, and you can catch that on Good Talk Radio and lots of other platforms. If you like podcasts, we should be starting to show up on some of the major podcast platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, which is one of my favorites, and you can catch our show anytime you want and listen to it at your own speed. That's the cool part. However, that got me out to the property late. It's actually noon, so I got a feeling I got a lot of tanks to check, and everything's looking pretty out here. Corn is going like crazy. Not seeing a big color variation yet, since we've been fertilizing it, but they look good and healthy, growing high, and they're way past knee high at 4th of July, so pretty happy about that. So let me start walking around here and checking. I got to check my tanks. I know I got to change the tanks on the strawberries. I've increased this watering time, which means I'm going through a tank about every 2 days. The big one I got to check is the Dutch bucket systems in the greenhouse over here. And we did actually harvest some more potatoes from the ones that didn't make it. And we got lots of little potatoes, so they'll be really yummy. They're all Yukons, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, let's get to work. One of the things in the greenhouse, which was a chore, that every morning I had to roll up the sides, but it's just been so hot. We're running at 90, 95 every day. We've been keeping it open all night long, and it seems like that's been a wise decision. Still got lots of tomatoes on the way here. Actually, the water system is actually running as we speak. You can kind of see it right here. And apparently I've got some water, but I bet you I got to fill that tank up. But I'm still waiting for that first tomato to ripen. And see, I got a German Shepherd in here. It's got to check things out. What you doing, baby? Yeah? Hi. We did just make a salad out of some of this stuff out here. This is all butter crunch. Super yummy, super good, good dinner, good salad. Very happy about that. Val, be a good girl. What you looking at? Alright, she's being a good girl, so yeah, don't chew on the plants. Well guys, I've been taking a good look. I did take a chance to fill up all the tanks. Everything's looking really good. Man, I got tons of tomatoes here. but nothing's ripening yet. So I don't know when we'll get the first tomato here, but I imagine it won't be too much longer. It'll probably all happen at once, and then I won't know what to do with all these tomatoes. But yeah, they look beautiful. So yeah, there you go. They're looking pretty, getting bigger. These are actually some of the biggest tomatoes. If they go all the way through, it would be some of the biggest tomatoes I've ever made. Got some right here, here. Yeah, what a great site. All right, guys, quick look at the propagator. Everything's doing really well. Romaine lettuce, Tropicana, black seed. I just added some Swiss chard, and this is Mir for the Swiss chard right here. So I got about one more row left, and I think the next one might be I don't know. I think about bok choy. Anyway, yeah, they're growing really well. So this water has nutrients in it and has aerators in it, and it's chugging along just great. Won't take very long for these to get their roots, and they'll go out to the floating rafts real soon. Yeah, I wanted to take a moment to talk about modern homesteading, because I don't want to give a wrong impression when people watch this. We want people to enjoy what we're doing and growing things and stuff, and I know there's people interested in it, but when they look at maybe what we have or what we're doing, they go, oh, it's just too much. And I want to talk about modern homesteading, which means a lot of things. One is you could do it, you don't have to be way out in the country, but make do with what you got. Because with real estate the way it is right now, you guys know it's like, oh, I'm in Phoenix, I could really get a lot of money for my house. But if you come up here and buy a house, it'll be cheaper, but it'll be too expensive because it will appreciate when the next recession happens. So, you know, it may be a win, but it will be a lose. So, trying to accept what you got, instead of like, I wish I had what he had, I wish I had what she had, I wish I had more acreage or whatever, but use this time. If you just got a lot, just a regular lot in Washington or Arizona or Texas, is learn what you can in that lot, even if you're only doing it at a small scale. The hydroponics you could easily do in your house, and no, you won't damage your house. You can make like mini systems and at least keep lettuce going in the house, because you can get away with it almost year-round. Unlike when you're outdoors like we're dealing with, when we have stuff outside, we have to deal with the elements. Your house can be an ideal greenhouse. And so I'm urging people to take the time to learn how to grow things. Learn how to filter water. Learn how to do certain things through camping trips and stuff like that, and get a feel for what you want if you really wanted to do what we would call homesteading. Of course, homesteading is kind of being more self-reliant, and you can do that from the city, you can do that from the suburbs, you can do that in a rural area, and you can do that in the country. Just different stages of it. And I mean, just the year that we've been here, the learning curve has been amazing, and I could have done some of this prior to coming to a larger piece of property. And so that's the message I want to pass on here, is do what you can from where you're already at. You don't have to buy acreage. And then you really don't want to buy raw land unless you really have the gumption to do things from scratch. Find buildings that have already been built. The sad thing is people move on. I will soon, someday, be gone, and this place will be here for someone else. There'll be that farm out there that either went bankrupt, or the owners passed away, or illness, or something changed, and they got to get rid of it. There's always going to be some opportunity. There'll never be the perfect homestead. You make the best out of what you got. I mean, I look at this place and it's like, oh, I wish I could maybe consider cattle. If I was going to have a large animal at all, I'd get cattle. And yet we don't have enough land here, and the ordinances in this area won't allow us to have that. Well, that's okay. I make do with what I got by working with other farmers and co-oping. But the point is, just getting to the point is it's so easy to say, why should I do this? I don't feel the effects of anything. Well, you probably feel it a little bit in your pocketbook when you're shopping. But the ideal thing with homesteading is learning how to plan ahead, like your garden and your animals and your food and all that stuff. Well, even from the city, planning ahead by, is there going to be a recession? Is there going to be a housing crash? Is there going to be a financial problem? Are we going to change to the digital dollar? Are we going to have high taxes? Are we going to have war? Are we going to have any of those things? And by studying and staying on, I'm not saying to just be glued to the TV all the time and the news, but learn enough to realize, do we have a problem? And I can tell you one thing, down south in California, Arizona, Las Vegas area, they've got a problem. And it seems like they're talking about it, but they're just not doing anything. And when they do it, it's too late. It'll take a long time for them to compensate for the loss of not having water. Water is going to hurt everybody down there, whether it's your household, you got a farm, or even farming. If you use hydroponics, you can do a lot with a little bit of water as opposed to a regular garden. So that's what I'm asking you to start doing, is start using your visionary abilities and try to guess, or try an educated guess, what things you think you might want to be concerned about. Or are you going to be one of those people that's like, hey, there's always food in the grocery store, it'll always be that way. There will always be water coming through my tap, I'm not worried about it. And are you going to be one of those people where they just don't anticipate anything changing, or electricity is always going to be there? Or how are you going to handle it if something like that happens and you're not prepared at all, or don't have any means of doing anything other than what's been going on every day? It's easy to get in that mode. And there's a lot to learn from your older relatives, your grandmas and grandpas, and maybe even some letters and stuff like that you've seen from great grandpas and stuff like that. Read it and learn from what they went through, so you can anticipate some of the future, because history replays itself. So guys, thank you very much for watching our video today. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos. I want to welcome all the new subscribers we've been getting every day. Thank you so much. And in the description down below, say hello. Tell us what kind of things you're thinking about, what you enjoy about the channel, what you would like us to start doing. Anything I've not talked about that you've seen on our videos and I've walked right by it, let us know. We really appreciate it. We love the feedback. Pro or con, as long as everybody's professional. That's the best part. And anyway, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Till next time, bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.